I decided to explore a run-down mansion, and what happened will haunt you. The old mansion had stood vacant for decades, its grandeur and beauty slowly being consumed by the passing of time. The once manicured lawns were overgrown, the sound of crickets and the rustling of leaves the only signs of life. As I stepped out of my car and onto the crumbling driveway, a chill ran down my spine. I had always been drawn to the supernatural and the occult, and this mansion was rumored to be one of the most haunted places in the country. I had been invited to the mansion by its new owner, a reclusive millionaire named Mr. Jenkins. He had recently purchased the mansion and was rumored to be planning a massive renovation. But as I approached the entrance, I noticed that the front door was slightly ajar. I pushed the door open and called out, "Hello, Mr. Jenkins?" But there was no response. The interior of the mansion was just as eerie as the exterior, with cobwebs hanging from the chandeliers and a thick layer of dust coating every surface. As I made my way deeper into the mansion, I began to feel a presence around me. It was as if I was being watched, and the air seemed to grow colder with every step. I tried to shake off the feeling, telling myself it was just my imagination, but I couldn't shake the sense that I was not alone. Suddenly, I heard a faint whispering in my ear. It was a soft, raspy voice, and it seemed to be saying something over and over again. I spun around, trying to see who or what was speaking, but there was no one there. The whispering grew louder, more urgent, and I felt a cold breeze brush against my skin. I tried to run, but my feet seemed rooted to the spot. The voice was saying something, but I couldn't quite make out the words. And then I saw it. A figure standing in the doorway, watching me. It was tall and gaunt, with eyes that seemed to bore into my soul. The whispering stopped, and the figure began to move towards me. I tried to scream, but my voice was frozen in my throat. The figure drew closer, its eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. I felt a hand on my shoulder, cold and clammy, and I knew I was doomed. The last thing I remember is the sound of my own screams, echoing through the empty halls of the mansion. When I came to, I was lying on the floor, my head throbbing with pain. The figure was nowhere to be seen, but I knew I had to get out of there as fast as I could. As I stumbled out of the mansion, I saw Mr. Jenkins standing on the porch, watching me with a strange, knowing smile. "Welcome to my home," he said, his voice dripping with malice. "You'll be staying here for a long time." And with that, the darkness closed in around me, and everything went black. Years later, people would say that I was never seen again, that I had vanished into the depths of the mansion, never to be heard from again. But the truth is, I'm still there, trapped in that hellish place, forever doomed to roam the empty halls, haunted by the ghostly figure that stalks me still. The whispering never stopped, and I can still hear it to this day, echoing through the chambers of my mind, a constant reminder of the horror that I experienced in that cursed mansion. And if you listen closely, you can still hear my screams, echoing through the empty halls, a warning to anyone who dares to enter that haunted place.